Where does this all come from? Well, I'm no guru, but I started to study what in the world. This makes no sense that some of the things we do, people respond to. Like, I'm fascinated by the drum line, and everyone was like, I wanted to follow them out, didn't you? How many of you wanted them to have an encore? It was irrational. We're like, I want those drummers to come back in. How many of you are like, I wish they were at my wedding? My wife and I thought that. Did you? My wife and I thought, I was like, I should have hired them at my wedding. There are game dynamics going on. There's actually feelings happening, and I want to wrap this up with the science behind this so we can validate what we're doing and continue to franchise it to everyone. We in our world, and my team call it MILE. It's an acronym. MILE stands for mystery. I'll send this playbook. Incentive, laughter, empowerment. It's a good word. It worked. Took me a while to figure out how to get the acronym. It's like shape. MILE, mystery. I'm going to share with you how MILE played on this stage, how MILE's playing out in the real world, and how we had it when we were born. How it played on this stage was mystery. When I said to you, Akeem, you're going to come up, you were like, what? And everyone was like, whoa, gotcha. Mystery could be, Jack, we're going to have a conversation, but you're not going to know the topic. The audience is going to come up with it, switch, right? Now you don't know what we're going to talk about. Paragliding, ping pong balls, that's mystery. And when we have mystery embedded in every activity we do, every speech we have, and it's not mystery like a scavenger hunt. Don't complicate this, and don't believe the game that's being played at us where we have to make this extravagant. It's a drop of mystery. Go to a 7-year-old child and say, I have a surprise for you. Gotcha. That's why they love the bow and the present, the wrapping, more than the present itself sometimes. Wrapping presents is a mystery. Handing a toy is different. Mystery is intoxicating and elicits endorphins embedded in everything you do. Incentive is the I. The incentive is, what is your purpose? Simon Sinek's why. The incentive in my games is to clap on the one. Agree with everything I say. Amy, love your yes and love your no. I've given you a proper incentive, which is direction, and that's how I get Amy here. And don't we want our athletes to be here? Well, how do you do that? You don't do that by screaming and yelling and shaming them. You do that by dropping an incentive. Have a 7-year-old get you a glass of water by saying, get me a glass of water. Good luck. Have that 7-year-old get you a glass of water by saying, I'm going to time you. How'd I do? You almost broke the world record. Don't ever give them the world record, by the way. It's a bit manipulative, but that's an incentive. Incentives work, not just bonuses, but levels and goals. The L of MILE is my favorite. It's laughter. And I want you to enjoy laughter, not force it. Trust me, I've tried both. Enjoy laughter, please. Don't force it. You might lose a joke, but you'll gain a ton of friends if you avoid sex, race, shameful jokes. Stop it now. It will ruin your team. Trust me. That's laughter. Enjoy it. In these games, I don't force it, but I got Jack going like this, and we're slow motion ping-ponging, and I got you. And I got you, and you got me. And the E of MILE is empowerment. Empowerment in these games, simply, I just try to remember your name. That's it. I mean, it's not that complicated. Just honor you. I mean, you guys, it's embedded. I didn't even need to do it. I told my wife, all I need to do is show up to this. You clap, you applaud, you throw music. It's beautiful, and it actually feels good, doesn't it, Amy? At first, you're like, this is weird, and then you're like, you know? You fight it, and then you're like, forget it, yeah! Yeah! That's called empowerment, and mystery, incentive, laughter, and empowerment are proven game dynamics that elicit endorphins. And endorphins are pure, and they're free, and they're intoxicating, and they're beautiful, and we're going to take them back. And this is why I told you how I'd explain MILE here and how you can use it in everything you do, teaching, parenting, coaching, yourself and others. How it's happening in the real world is very important for me to share. I have a good story, but I want to share with you what's going on. MILE out there, you've experienced. How many of you are frequent flyer miles? How many of you are like silver medallion on Delta? Yeah, so am I. You know what? We're in 4th place. But it's silver medallion. So it's a game dynamic. They give you a little badge that says silver. I'm really boarding in front of the 4 people that booked their ticket that day. But I'm silver medallion. What's up? I walk a little different because I feel good. How many of you have gone to Starbucks and gotten that 10th free cup of coffee? Yeah, you paid $3.95 9 times. Gotcha. I'm guilty. It's game dynamics is everywhere. I want a last story, and then we'll wrap this up. I had an intern many years ago when we were based at IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, and he's a great young man. He'd be perfect in this setting. He went to Amherst, so sharp, and he was running the office on a Saturday, and I drove by, and I'm thinking, what is he doing going to the office? There's no Wi-Fi in the dorms. So I stopped him. I said, Chris, what's up? He's like, I need to use your computer. I trusted him. I said, cool, follow me on this, because this young man we want. He goes to my office, and I'm thinking it's July. All the interns are out at Siesta Key Beach. It's gorgeous. What is he doing in my office for 5 hours? If a young man at 22 is doing something for 5 hours, I want to know what, because I want to take that and purify it and light him up. Agree? So I go on Monday to the office, and he's a little bashful. I'm like, Chris, man, what's going on? I trust you, but you got to tell me first of all, how long were you here? He goes, 5 hours. He said, why did you come to my office, Chris? He's like, I needed to check my farm. I don't have a farm in my office. Well, he was playing a game called Farmville, which is no different than fantasy football, which is no different than lottery, which is no different than Tetris, which is no different than Clash of Clans, which is no different than Candy Crush. So he pulled up the computer. I looked, and I go, why didn't you check the farm on your iPhone? He said, they alert you on the iPhone with the sound game dynamic, and then you got to go to the office, bring it up on the computer, and log in. Mystery. This is good. Then I said to him, Chris, why did you have to check your farm? Why couldn't wait till Monday? He said, because I had to buy more tomatoes. Incentive. Just a drop. There's no alarm. They don't even exist. All he needs to be told is, dude, check your farm. What? You got to buy more tomatoes because some dude you've never met who you play with got more tomatoes. Whoa. The laughter, the screen's up, it makes Disney Junior look like black and white. There's a chicken stuck in the mud, and Chris is like, and he goes, oh, I'm going to lose my pig, and he drags the pig back in the barn. And now he's like this. And his dude he's never met, it's like, you almost lost your pig. He's like, shut up, you lost your pig. Snap, LOL. You shut up. And now I'm gone, and he's like a lot of us. He's locked in. Just like I am when I'm on Facebook, and the wife's like, dinner's ready. Like, hold on a second. Oh, they went to Hawaii. That's nice. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, they got engaged. How do I know her? How do I know him? Oh, I don't like those ads. Oh, those are good shoes. You with me? And then the empowerment, homeboy thinks he's a farmer. But the best is, we're here to motivate, right? The best is, I said, Chris, after he came out of his endorphin fog, he remembered I was there. I said, Chris, how do you buy the tomatoes? I need to know now. This is so trippy, man. I said, you log on? Do you put your data in? What do you do? He said, I bought them with a credit card. Dude bought fake tomatoes with real money, bro. It's irrational, isn't it? We can game that game right back. If a young man who we love can buy fake tomatoes with real money, imagine what we could do with something we're serving that's real and pure, that's not fake tomatoes, but it's actually like life-affirming. We can take game dynamics and embed it in everything we do. It's happening throughout this whole conference. That is why you're feeling these feelings. It's actually quantifiable. How do I know? How do you know? Because Hakeem, when you moved from Australia all the way across the world to West Covina, where I was already there with my brother who's 9, and you were scared, just like Jack was scared, and just like Amy was scared, and just like I am scared. And I walked up to you and said, and I was an answer to prayer and said, do you want to play? And you said, okay. This is why we played. Hakeem is hiding, mystery. I am looking for you, incentive. When I tag you, we laugh. No one plays hide and seek and goes, gotcha, don't go there again. It's a bad spot. That was a bad spot, don't do that. No, you laugh like a child and your heart's about to jump out your chest. And the empowerment is you are finally with someone playing with you. And you are hiding with safety and your heart's about to jump out of your chest. And I start hide and seek like we all do by saying, ready or not, here I come. And when I tag you, I'm going to tag you with love and grace. Because it works, people. Trust me, I've tried it the other way.
This truck has turned over in the middle of the road, and he comes running up to my car, the police officer. He comes running up. He says, "What are you doing?" I said, "What am I doing? I'm just driving home. I just live a few miles down the street. I'm from Canada, a few kilometers down the street." And he says to me, "This road is closed. There's a chemical spill right here. This transport truck turned over a few hours ago. The entire road is blocked off. What are you doing driving?" And I paused. I said, "What do you mean the road's blocked off? They must have moved it because I've been on this road for the last 5 minutes and there's no signs. How would I know the road is blocked off?" And he said, "The entire road is closed back there."